Okie dokie, this will be the last one. There are 10 questions on the test, and 3 of them come from this section, and we've done number 11 and number 15, and so now we're going to wrap up with number 14. 14 is more difficult than the other two because there is not one term, one variable that you can eliminate just by adding two equations together. You have to multiply each equation by something or whatever to eliminate it. Let's go ahead and eliminate the z's because we have a positive 2z and then we have two negative regular z's. So I'm going to begin by multiplying equation 1 by 2. So then that gives me 2x plus 6y minus 2z is negative 8. And then adding that directly to equation 2, we have 2x minus y plus 2z is 13. So we're going to add those two equations together. 2x plus 2x is 4x. 6y minus y is positive 5y. Negative 2z and positive 2z cancel each other out. And then negative 8 plus 13 gives you positive 5. This is equation 4, since we created it by adding 1 and 2 together. And then we're going to go ahead and do equations 2 and 3 now. 2 is perfectly fine, so I'm going to rewrite it. 2x minus y plus 2z is 13. And then I need to multiply equation 3 by 2 so that my z's eliminate. And that gives you 6x minus 4y minus 2z is negative 18. 2x plus 6x is 8x. Negative y and negative 4y is negative 5y. 2z minus 2z cancels each other out. 13 minus 18 is going to give us a negative 5. And I almost said negative 6. This is equation 5 because we created it by adding the two equations together. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now let's take a look at the two equations we just created, equations 4 and 5, and determine if we want to eliminate the x's or the y's. Well, in this case, the y's both have a coefficient of 5. One is positive and one is negative. So let's go ahead and add equation 4 to equation 5. So 4x plus 5y and 5. So let's add those two together, giving us 12x. The y's eliminate, and negative 5 and 5 is 0. So then x equals 0. Then we take this value for x and plug it into either equation 4 or 5, it doesn't matter, to find out what the value of y is. Let's go ahead and put it in equation 4. So then you have 4 times 0 plus 5y is 5. Well, 4 times 0 is just 0, so 5y is 5. Divide both sides by 5, and y is 1. Now we have the x value and we have the y value. So we need to plug that into one of the equations above the one of the three original to find out what the value for z is. Let's go ahead and put it into the first one. We have 0 plus 3 times 1 minus z is negative 4. Well, that just cancels out. 3 times 1 is 3, so let's subtract 3 from both sides. And you have negative z is negative 7. We cannot have a negative variable, so we multiply through by a negative, making those positive. And your ordered triple will be 0, 1, and 7. And again, not a bad idea to check your answers. So plug that into like equation 3 to see what happens. If x is 0, you have 0. 3 times 0 is 0. Minus 2 times 1, so minus 2. Minus 7. Negative 2 and negative 7 equals negative 9. Does that match what they have there? You bet. So therefore, yeah, it's a good solution. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Just make sure you study your homework, look over your homework, practice these questions. You should already have them worked out. Okay? Just review your notes, review your homework, and you should be able to do just fine on this test tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.